Hey, you guys, thanks for tuning in with Coach Kizzy. I wasn't supposed to be saying it no more. I don't used to say that. Thank you for this coming across your For You page with the coach. Don't worry about it. But anyways, listen. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of this Tory Lanez case, including the claims about Megan the Stallion. So we're gonna listen to some of this, okay? So let's listen to some of this.
Here to Live and Out from Fox. I'm Andy Mack. Let's turn our attention to new developments involving Tory Lanez after a stabbing at a California prison. We do know the alleged attacker. More information here. This courtesy of TMZ, saying the guy who allegedly attacked and stabbed Tory Lanez in prison is serving a life sentence for a murder charge, and this wasn't his first violent incident behind bars. The alleged attacker was identified by authorities as 42-year-old Santino Casio. Prison officials say he's serving a life sentence for second-degree murder and was previously convicted for an in-prison assault with a deadly weapon. So we're following the latest here on Live Now from Fox. We're also learning more information about new evidence being brought forward in this case involving Tory Lanez. We watched it here on Thursday or on Wednesday as the legal team sought justice in the case of Tory Lanez. They presented new evidence that suggests he never fired the weapon the night Megan the Stallion was shot in the Hollywood Hills. Lanez is currently serving a 10-year sentence for the shooting. The legal team alleges she lied about what happened the night she was lost. So let's take you right now out to some of these details here on Live Now from Fox from Los Angeles earlier on today about this new evidence being presented. We'll see if it has any legs in the courts. Let's listen into this here on Live Now.
Here, some really, really compelling new evidence that you've never heard before. Our legal team will explain all of that to you. We will have updates on Tory Lanez, Mr. Peterson, on how he's doing. It's really sad to see the situation that he's in. And we think it's time. Enough is enough. It's time to bring the brother home. So with that, I would like to bring up our lead consultant, Mr. Walter Roberts.
Good morning. We are here today to bring to your attention some information Unite the People believes is exculpatory for Mr. Daystar Peterson's case, professionally known as Tory Lanez. Recently, we've been made aware that a member of the media, Mr. Gianno Caldwell, was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case. The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gascon, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representatives. The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson in his appellate process. We filed an appellate brief and a writ of habeas corpus on his behalf. The district attorney's office has already responded. The case is fully briefed. We're just waiting for the appellate court's decision. We were willing to wait for the appellate process to play out, but given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. Peterson, I'm sorry, Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there, just because I want to just say this right now. You know, I think the hold on, let me go here. I really believe this. I really believe that it should be it should be something against the women, like how a woman can call the police, or the woman can say anything about a man. Oh, he raped me. She can say he raped me, or he shot me, or he did this, and they're gonna believe that side of the story of the woman. It shouldn't be like that until you get a full, listen, until you get a full investigation of what things going on, because women tends to lie more than men, for real, on that part. When it comes to either trying to destroy a man's life, a woman will lie on a man just because she want to destroy that person. You understand what I'm saying? A woman had to fix their some women have to fix their mouth. I talk about this all the time. Some women have to fix their mouth. A woman can like I've seen plenty of people have been accused of S a woman, and then they found out they guilty after 30 years, just because a woman come to the police or something is, oh, he SA'd me, and knowing she telling a bald-faced big ass lie. So I just say God can turn things around at any time, any moment. Anytime, at any moment. That is about the craziest thing that I see that's been happening for generations after generations after generations, is that type of behavior. And I tell the women, like, just like this: you want to be outside, and whatever it is, and you know the things that you will go through outside. And when you face challenges in life and trying to bring a man down just because it's your wrongdoing, boy, I tell you, when I tell you a woman can say anything on a man, and everybody gonna believe that woman. Everybody's gonna believe that woman. A woman need to some women need to shut their mouth, wash their mouth out with soap. Let's finish watching this.
That Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss P, did not shoot at Miss P, or did not assault Miss P. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Miss Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense?
Okay, I'm done with this.
Why wasn't the driver?
I'm done with this. This is making me mad. It be making me mad. It be making me mad. It be making me mad. But a woman can do anything, just say anything. Oh, he put a scratch on me, and then a man going to jail. So I don't, my crazy thoughts of that type of thing, but my crazy thoughts of that type of thing like that is basically, if it was back in the day, let me tell you, if it was back in the day, I would tell a man, man, if you going to jail already, go ahead and beat her ass. But don't do that. Don't do that. But if they gonna threaten to call this what I would have told you back in the day. But I'm not gonna tell you that type of thing right now. I'm not gonna tell you none of that. Don't do that. Just walk away. You understand? Just walk away. But like how a woman does be, oh, I'm just call the police. And you might just be arguing or something and accidentally pull a little scratch and she just call and get you sent to jail. I would have told you back in the day, I would have told you, man, you should have just went on ahead and beat her ass if you just go to jail. And that's the God's honest truth. I would have told you that. But that's evil. That's evil. And I know that that's not right. Don't do that. Just walk away from that situation, man. If you live in a toxic relationship, man, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. It's somebody out there for everybody. But you just gotta wait for it. But I tell this young man, where is it at? Tell this young man, uh Tory Lanez, I know that God will turn around every situation. If it's meant to turn around, God will turn that situation around. So let's do some turnaround affirmations. I have the power to turn things around, starting right now. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. I choose to focus on solutions, not the problems. I trust that everything is happening for my highest good. Being negative is only going to bring me down. So I turn it around and choose positivity. I am ready to let go of what no longer serves me and move forward with confidence. I know I can overcome this. I am resilient, resourceful, and ready for change. I see challenges as opportunities to grow and learn. I am grateful for the chance to start it fresh each day. So, uh, uh to the young man Tory Lanez, if like if he didn't do it and he's sentenced for 10 years for nothing, for a pair of lips just said something and didn't have no concrete evidence that he actually did that. And so you just throw somebody in a cell. Just throw somebody. Just throw them in a cell. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Over a pair of lips. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys, I hope that helped somebody. Let's take this back off. I hope that helped somebody because at the end of the day, that's why you gotta pick. I mean not pick. That's why you gotta let God choose your partner for you. Because if you don't, you're gonna be living in a toxic relationship. And that's something that a lot of people don't want in their lives now. Everybody that's walking with in a storm right now. Everybody is searching for peace. Everybody is searching for peace. So why bring something toxic into your life? Or why bring somebody that don't even value themselves into your life? When God brings somebody in your life, he's going to bring that person that's meant to stay in your life to eternity. Okay? Remember that.